good class. So just people excited for the win.
Have you seen anything like the fan turnout in the field after the game as you did on Saturday? Have you seen anything like that?
No, never. I mean, that's always been my dream, is like to be in a game where the fans come on the field, and I mean, for that to be my last game at Jordan Air, I mean, it's just amazing.
You're from the state. How long do you think people will talk about Chris Davis's return?
Probably forever, as long as I'm alive, probably. I mean, it's huge.
Jay, talk about the team's attitude, get refocused to play Missouri.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the win we had against Georgia was a huge win. We kind of had a week to come down from that. And so I think that we really need to focus now on letting go of the win Saturday. And I think it's good that, you know, we have today to kind of relax, and we don't have practice today, so we kind of just get to, you know, relax and just, I guess, try to forget about it. But I think we'll be able to, I mean, the excitement of playing the SEC championship, you know, I don't think we'll have a problem, you know, moving forward and focusing on Missouri.
After last season, you know, what's it like to be still playing, something to play for in December now, and your Christmas is just around the corner?
It's really like a dream for me because I haven't had much success. I mean, in Illinois, we were decent both years I was there. We went to bowl games, which was fun, but I mean, nothing like being, you know, like we are now. And obviously last year we weren't very good. So, I mean, to play for a team right now and to be doing as good as we are, I mean, it's awesome for me, and you know, I'm living it up.
How has Nick Marshall changed, just even off the field? He even seems more comfortable when he talks to hacks like us.
Yeah, I think that you know, when he first got here, he was kind of probably like I was when I first got here. You know, not really knowing what to expect and kind of a little maybe out of his element. But obviously throughout the season, he's you know, part of our team now. And at first, you know, he was kind of just a new guy, and he's more comfortable within the offense. And I think that he's really kind of just like I am now, just enjoying it, and you know, kind of he feels comfortable.
And you can kind of see that on the field, right? Like on the touchdown pass to Sammy, the way he just kind of figured it out, stopped before the line of scrimmage doing that. He does stuff like that all the time now, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Gus's offense is definitely a difficult offense to learn, and at the beginning, you know, he was kind of having a little bit of trouble, and but now it's kind of like he's smart, you know. So the way he handles situations and does things is. Really, you know, while you watch film after games, you're like, wow, like that was really smart of him to do that, or that was a good decision that he made. So you can see how far he's come throughout the season.
What can you say when you look, like you said, watching film, you know, on Sunday or something, the day after, and seeing the plays, like the way he kind of strided over the line of scrimmage for that pass to Sammy and stuff, knowing how to make plays, when to make it at the right time. What's going through your head when you see those?
For me, I don't know how guys like that do it. I've never really been in a position to have to make a play like that, so I don't know what it feels like. But I think that you know, it's just great awareness and just understanding, you know, when you need to make a play, like you said, and how to do it. And I think that you know, guys like that, those playmaker type guys, just have a sense for it, and it's just really cool to, you know, see it happen.
Jay, you played in Missouri back in Illinois. What do you remember about that game?
I really don't remember very much. It was my first college game ever, and I remember more about being in the locker room than I do about being in the game, because I just remember thinking, like, this is crazy, being nervous and excited. But other than that, I don't remember much.
With the BCS rankings coming out and the national hype, is it hard to kind of stay focused on one game, or do you guys watch those shows at all?
I haven't. I can't speak for the rest of my teammates. I'm not sure, but I know that a lot of them have the same mentality as I do, and that's just that we're thankful to be here, and we know that we have a job to do Saturday, and that's our main focus. So I think that we're all pretty focused, like we have been all season. I think it would be easy for us earlier in the season to really get ahead of ourselves, and we didn't. And I think it's just going to stay that way. You know, we got to take care of, you know, have Saturday against Missouri, and then whatever happens after that is what happens.
You guys come out of a game like Alabama, you as a blocker, the entire offensive line, how are you feeling when you know you put up nearly 300 yards against them, and they've been said to be one of the best?
I mean, it just makes us feel great as a unit, you know. Makes us feel more like a team. I mean, without those guys, obviously my block would mean nothing, and without them, you know, I mean, without me, their blocks would mean nothing. I mean, we all count on each other, and we make it work together. So it's just, you know, it really brings you closer together when you know you got a group of guys and you're all doing something special together. And I mean, obviously, it just makes us feel really good about ourselves that we're able to do something like that.
Do you ever wonder how the heck do we keep winning games like this in the fashion that we have been?
Yeah. We've had some pretty crazy wins, and I think that, you know, obviously, I think that God has something to do with that. I mean, it's just amazing that this keeps happening, and I think we definitely deserve it, and we put in the work to win the games, and it's just unreal that it keeps happening.
So if someone said y'all were lucky, would you argue with them, or would you say, well, okay?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's luck, because I mean, like I just said, we put in the work, and we've definitely done the work to be able to be here and be where we're at. It's not luck, but I do think that there are some crazy things that happen, but no, I don't think it's luck.
Coach Malzahn said that Nick Marshall should be in the Heisman mix. What do you think?
Definitely. I mean, he's a great quarterback. He's a really smart guy. Obviously, he can get it done by throwing the ball and running the ball. I mean, as you can see, that people can't tackle him, you know, and he's a smart player, and I think that he should be. I mean, I love the guy to death, so I want the best for him. I think that he's proven himself on the field, and I think he's going to continue to do that. So definitely.
How going off of that, do you feel like Trey Mason is getting the credit that he deserves nationally?
I really don't think so. I can't say much about it though, because I don't really get into media that much, so I can't really say how much he is getting either. But I know that Trey is an outstanding running back, and I don't think that I would trade him for anybody. We have outstanding backs with Corey and Cam, so I mean, I think that I don't think he is, but like I said, I can't say how much credit he is getting either. So.
How valuable has his ability, Trey's ability to get the tough yard, that extra couple inches, you know, on every run he makes, benefit this team? I
mean, it makes a huge difference. I think it's definitely part of the reason why we're at where we are now, you know, why we win games and stuff like that, because that's really Coach Malzahn always pushing us, you know, throughout the season while we're watching film, and he'll be like, don't fall that way, or don't do this. He's like, you could have got another yard, this and stuff, and that stuff matters, and I think it's shown that matters. And so the fact that Trey runs so hard and gets every yard he can is just huge for our offense.
Yeah, what have you seen out of Missouri's front seven? Are they really good against the run? What have you seen out of watching them?
I haven't seen much yet, but I know that they're definitely a physical group of guys. They have some very good defensive linemen, and I think that it's just going to be another challenge for us, and we're going to have to continue to get better and work on our communication with one another, and it's just, we're going to have to out-physical them, and that's just another challenge we got.
Jay, on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter, what happened on that play?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that. People saying I missed my block and stuff. It definitely wasn't a good block. It was an option that could have handed the tray or pulled the ball and run it. My job on that play is to kick out the defensive end, and so I was obviously coming down hard and tight to try to get movement. I didn't want to let him cross my face, and so I wasn't expecting Nick to be outside me. And so when I hit my guy out, he kind of went around me over top and was able to make the play. So I think that it wasn't the best block ever, but in a sense, I still feel like I did my job. But it's just one of those tough things that sometimes things don't turn out like they're supposed to, or happen the way you plan on it. So it's just a play that maybe didn't go as planned, and just gotta keep moving on.
So when you do your job on a play like that, how does that get graded by the coach? I mean, if you do your job, but the play doesn't end up the way it's supposed to in that situation, how does that get graded out?
I mean, during film, we didn't really say much about, didn't say much to me about the play, but we just talked about how maybe if we would have done this instead of this, or maybe if we would have handed the ball, or there's not really much to say. We just have to go off of it and just try to get better.
Jay, Coach Malzahn called you the best fullback in the country. What do you do to make yourself
stand out that way? I mean, obviously, at an All-American level and coming here. What do you, when you think about the job you have to do, what goes into that, and then just how do you feel like you've played?
I mean, I just know one thing about myself is that I'll play extremely hard, and I try to be the most physical player I can be every game. And I try not to think about any type of pain or injury and just play fearless. And I think that that's a lot of the reason where I'm at now, where I'm at today, is because of playing with that kind of mentality. And you know, obviously I sell out for my team. So I think that just when you play like that, you have there's no other choice but to be good at what you do. And so I think that's really what makes me different than I guess other players maybe.
Other than the nose and the busted up face against Tennessee, what major injuries have you suffered playing that position?
Not any major injuries, but I mean it's just the total beat down that your body takes week after week. I mean shoulder. Obviously, I've been lucky and fortunate not to have any shoulder injuries, but I mean that's because of I just get after it in the weight room and I have a lot of support muscle wise. But yeah, it's just the weekly beatings that you get just by being on the field, no matter what position you play. But no, I haven't. I've been very fortunate not to suffer many injuries, and really my entire career.
You said this offense was hard to learn. What made it difficult?
Well, I mean, I don't know about for Nick, but for me, I've never been in a no huddle type of offense. I've always been able to get in the huddle, hear a quarterback say a play, and then go execute the play. But it's different whenever you go from hearing a play every down to starting to see it, and that was definitely hard for me, a challenge for me during spring to learn. But other than that, I mean, any offense really is going to be diverse and hard to learn. So I think it was just, we all got spring and to learn it, and kind of like summer. Nick came in during camp, and or he came in the summer, but he wasn't there for spring to really get that first dose. And so I think he was a little bit behind everybody, but obviously he picked it up and was able to conquer that.